match, no hope to glean. Lose touch. Is there something I said? 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 Is there something I said?
Is this Brewdog? Oh shit, I've done the shows in the wrong order. The mayor's birthday is the one after this. Just switch the cues, Hello. I suppose I'll do the show dressed like this. Poetry. Oh no, got that right there. That is the correct reaction. I realise it's sort of cheating to bring a piano to a poetry night, like bringing pneumatic drill to a knife fight, but tough. Before I do go on, I do need a volunteer, someone in the front row. Okay, he was first. Actually, I'll explain it first. Basically, what's happened is this, quite last minute, a couple of days ago, I messaged the venue to ask them a couple of tech questions about sort of what setup we were going to have here, like what lighting, for example. And a long story short, they don't do blackouts. I know it's bullshit, love, I'm as angry as you are. So what I've done is I've brought this, and I thought maybe like when the time's right, you can just chuck it on me, to kind of make it look like a blackout. I realise that'll only look like a blackout to me, but I'm a straight white man, so everything's already about me. Do you think you can handle that? Okay, good. I won't tell you when, but you'll know. That's better. Oh, is this really the fucking time? I mean, steady on. There aren't any prizes for effort. Sit down. I mean, not there. Sit there, in the fucking chair. I guess what I'll do now is I'll introduce the show with a song, just to give you sort of an idea of cheers. Just to kind of get you in the mood for what's coming. This is called Mediocre. Haven't started yet. Elvis, no else than I am. I can't sing like Sinatra. There's no Jackson in me. I'm not good at high notes. That's why we're down here. I wish I could sing more, like Bowie or Queen, but at least I'm not Justin Bieber. I know I'm not much of a stellar performer, no rock star to live for, no idol to die for. No, I'm just a boy standing in front of an audience, hoping cliches will cover my disappointing performance. Now I really hope you don't see my mediocre. Once upon a time, I thought I could be anything. Believe the words of my loved ones. mastered the piano. I should just go for a blackout. No, what are you doing? Not now. Sit down. Fucking amateurs. But it could be worse. I could be Justin Bieber. I'll never taste those unimaginable riches. Never break bread with all those successful, talented bitches. Okay, maybe I'm possibly just a little bit bitter, but you would be too if you'd heard that warbling critter. Do you remember how he used to do his hair? Like a bird's nest being humped by a bear. I have a confession. There's actually one song There's actually one song I like. I admit that I'm jealous. He found the thing that I want. But I'm not good at high notes. I can't take it no more. I'll just get a pair of scissors. Snip, snip my way to the stars. Then I won't be okay. Two-stone ladder, I'm floating on it. Change everything about me. Who needs a baby maker down there anyway? I'd rather be good at high notes, so I could fit in the club. I'd rather sit at top table than have something to rub. I'm going to change things up a bit because I do technically have to do poetry. It's in my contract, I suppose. I'm going to change it up. This one's going to be a bit more serious, I suppose, you know, looking a bit more at myself. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit kind of down or not great about myself, I like to listen to classical music to sort of, I guess, give myself a spirit, because classical music is just absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. Keep playing me the track. That stuff. Words can't describe it. It's just, there's something else to it. But sometimes I do get a bit upset because people don't always get it. Play me the next one. What type of music was that? Anyone else? Anyone else? What type of music was that? It was Impressionism. People often confuse classical and Impressionism, and apparently piano and everything. And I guess that sometimes I get angry about the wrong things, but I had a conversation with a friend the other day. I did get a bit angry with him. I thought if I wrote it down, maybe, and I sort of read it to you, that maybe you could see my side of things. Just see, maybe I'm not overreacting necessarily. So yeah, I wrote this poem about him. I'd given him the list of composers that I wanted him to listen to, and then the other day he came back and he said this to me. "Oh hey man, I was listening to that chap Monteverdi, and I thought, this is the best classical music I've ever heard, E. What a talent he was, what a pro," declared he. "I've never had it quite like I had Monteverdi." I said, "Hey, I appreciate you're trying to take an interest, but I can see a problem that I'm gonna need to get addressed. You see, Monteverdi wasn't actually classical, technically Baroque, but hey man, change it in the capital." I tell you who else I saw ignoring me completely. Some classical dude by the name of Claude Debussy. Again, my friend, I'm gonna have to disappoint you, but once again, your story's a tad askew. Debussy wasn't classical, but impressionistic. But it's really no biggie, let's keep our friendship in good nick. Again, he opened his mouth and said, "Oh yes, last night before I went to bed, I found that fellow named Brahms. He was quite good fun. A good round of classical to say goodnight to the sun." A tiny bit annoyed, I sat up and spoke. "Ha ha, how endearing, what a charming bloke. But just one more time, I must intervene. Brahms was romantic, not on the classical scene. Are you sure?" "Yes." "Well, that's odd, because see, it sounds very classical. To give them another name seems quite impractical." "Well, funnily enough, Andy, I've got a degree in music, so shut the fuck up." "So what about Schumann? Not classical. Tchaikovsky? Not classical. Purcell? Not classical. Sibelius? Not classical. Beethoven?" Well, no, actually, technically, yes. That one, yes. But aren't there those who say that classical music is simply any sound that in West tradition can fit? Moreover, to define that 100-year or so time frame, the classical period wins in this lexical board game. Yes, it's true that some say classical music is separate in meaning from classical period. I'm not thick. But see, I've got no time for people waving that stick. So fuck off and die. I'm sure you can see that I was in the right. No, I know that I'm not really. I'm quite a dick. I just get really worked up about all sorts of things that I'm passionate about, and passion is great, but it can turn to anger if I think that someone doesn't quite understand what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, and they don't understand me, and then that makes me angry. And it even goes with things like clothes. Like I like to look the way I want to look, the way I feel I should look, and people don't always get that, and sometimes I have to come up with elaborate excuses to wear what I want to at social occasions, like if I'm at a party or performing in an open mic poetry night. And I guess it does get me down, but I do try to feel better about myself, and there is one thought that does kind of make me feel a bit better about just everything, really. I'm looking at the wrong page. The world is cruel. I can't pretend. Seems the bad things plague the good, my friend. But I will stay strong. till hope will flame this days, and I will hold on to my white privilege. I'm so lucky to be white privileged, born with comfort and power and a smart ivory tower. There's nothing I can't be, 'cause the world's in love with me. If I want a new thing, I just flicker my eyes, 'cause the world can't see through all my little white lies. They don't know I've earned nothing. Sit around on my ass at the back of the class. I don't have to work for much, 'cause the world loves a white man's touch. When the world feels lost, I like to pretend that we still own it, and all the people inside. But you want all your stuff back. Too late, finders keepers. I think you'll find losers, weepers, and we will hold on to our white privilege. We're so lucky to be white privileged. Well, I'm sorry, my friend, join the queue at the end. We're not done looking at it. The museum closes at 6. And I'm sure that you're asking, how can you live with yourself? But when society is built by your ancestors, you do all right. White privilege, we will always be white privileged, till we all can admit it still goes on, it's still shit. And there's something we can do. Just grow the fuck up. In case I need to make it obvious, that was largely ironic. Just in case. It makes me wonder sometimes why I can be such an angry prick. Sort of, I wonder, is it society, is it some larger force historically acting upon me? And of course it's not, I'm a dick. It's just me, but I try to make myself a better person. A more thoughtful, caring person, you know. And I got your back, girl. And I guess I feel like one of the best ways that you can kind of improve yourself like that is love. Love is an amazing thing. And love does not just have to be for someone you feel romantically about. It could be for yourself, it could be for your family, your friends, it could be for anything and anyone. But love lately has it's changed in the media, it's changed in the world that we live in. Things are different now, and I guess I was trying to think, what can I do to help love? What can I do to save love? And it came to me that all I need to do is write another poem. You might call me old-fashioned, but try as you might, you'll never smite the old-fashioned romantic in me. I believe in love, I'm not afraid to say, and I've got a plan to show the world the right way. Because love is dying. Everywhere you look, you see insta-couples. For the fame they're vying. People don't want a love that'll stand the test. They just want a shot that looks better than the rest. But I've got a plan to end the misery. to remind the world that love is key. I've applied for Love Island. Because who knows more about love than the masters behind that titan of hearts? No one has ever so encapsulated love, not the peacemakers nor meek, no angel from above. Love is dying, so ITV said, let's put a large group of people on an island. Genius. Let's tell them that they have to fall in love in order to escape said island. Oh, ITV, keep it coming! Let's tell them that the best couple will be judged by the audience. Okay. If I might just interject, put your genius to the test. But how will they know what makes a couple the best? Isn't it obvious, my friend? There's surely only one way. I'm not gonna vote for some intellectual equals, some like-minded souls that may piece their sequels. I don't wanna see them respectfully dressed. Slap a bikini on that and give me a good view of their assets. Don't you think that perhaps it'd be a better show if maybe the islanders were shown to grow as compatible partners who needed each other, who went from friends to inseparable lovers? Nah, let's work some bangers and six-packers out! This is the wrong crowd. Okay, so I'm watching, and I guess we follow the lives of these people. That's a bit easier to swallow. I suppose it lets you watch their relationship bloom as they compete in games to test their... Oh, fuck off! They've just played a game where they have to guess which one of them is being gossiped about. You telling me that honestly the best way to win the day is to sit and ponder what other people think, whilst the public sits and wonders, I wonder how many pipes she can fit in her sink? Is this honestly love? A circus freak show? A game to be watched by the baying mob? Well, goddammit, ITV, off you pop. I guess maybe the one good thing, the islanders are there to make their hearts sing, to find love. I mean, it's not like they're there competing for a huge cash prize. Oh, wait! Well, that's it. So, we're coming to the end now. Oh, you are good. Oh, one more time, just stroke my ego. Go on. Oh, you're a good sport.
Love you.
And hi. So yeah, I'm starting to come towards the end now. There's not really a hell of a lot else I can say. I've said most everything. That was amazingly timed. Someone film that. That was incredible. Damn right, you crap. The show's about to end. Apart from the encore, just a quick side note, the encore's quite long, so make sure that you clap, or you'll miss the best bit. It really is the best bit. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. This took me a lot of time. He wrote it in half an hour. I've told you about myself. I hope I made myself clear. He's a massive fucking asshole. I just want to make you see, validate his ego, that the show is never over for me. What a self-pitying wanker he's been. It never ends. The show never ends. You will sit there and hope, but it never ends. It never ends. But you think that it's over. You'll return to your lives. Thank the heavens you escaped. It'll start again. When you think it's at an end. Never leave you alone, even when the joke gets old. It's never ends. It never ends. Then the show will start again. And just when you think it's gonna end. Thank you. Have I got 10 minutes? How long have I got?
About 10 seconds.
Seriously?
2 minutes.
Well, shit. In that case, I'll just do a poem I cut out earlier. Actually, I'll do a couple. Fuck it, I'll treat you. It never fucking ends. Look at me. It never ends. I'm going to have to invent a joke for you now on the fly, so I hope your fingers are lucky. I'm just going to do some extra poems that I've got sitting in my book that won't take a couple of minutes. I'll do the haiku that I did last time. This is a really niche joke, and it's not funny. About 2 of you will find it funny, and I think you ought to have heard it before. It's very important to remember that this is a haiku and that I'm a musician. I was about to say magician, a musician. 5 beat bars are rare, but 7 even more so. Oh look, a haiku! I'm going to do one more. A very quick bit of explanation. I was a pianist. I don't know why I'm walking around with a mic, and there's one right there. I was a pianist. I still am a pianist. I don't know why I said was. I was a pianist in school. When I was growing up, I started playing quite a young age. Most people around me were playing the guitar. They just did that. They all played the guitar. Oh, do we have any guitarists in right now? You won't like this.
Your mom.
She's got a point. That is true. She is. And you know, they were very popular, nice people, and a lot of them have grown up to become quite successful musicians now. I played piano. And here we are. So I wrote this little poem to sort of younger me to kind of say, you know, things do get better. This whole piano versus guitar thing. And, well, I guess this is for the pianists. People ask me, which is better, to date a guitarist or a pianist? See, they think a guitar is cool, spanning 2 whole octaves with ease. But a piano has 7 octaves, you see, so they can swivel on one of these. Guitars are thought of as sexy, so much passion and love in 4 strings. But a piano has 236 strings, so suck my dick. They say... Some of them don't. I'm a pianist. They say it takes skill to play a guitar, but let me pick that apart at the seams. If you ever get fingered by a pianist, my friend, you'll see Jesus all night in your dreams. I suppose that'll be it from me. Thank you very much. Blackout! Thank you, you've been amazing. Good night.